Welcome back to the 10th inning and welcome to all new returns this week. I've got 7, I've got 5 90s players, 1 retired Hall of Famer, old school guy, and I have a current star from the NFL. So stay tuned. Let's get to return number 1. Here we go. Here we go, starting off the week. Got this one back on the 18th, coming to us from St. Paul, Minnesota. Kind of gave away a little bit on the front, but let's see who we have inside. Looks like we've got football, and we've got former Washington Redskin punter Chip Lohmiller. Very cool. I think I sent him 2 cards. I did. Let's go ahead and start with the Collector's Choice from Upper Deck. Signed really nicely here in black. I think that turned out fantastic. Believe this is 1994. It is Collector's Choice. So this is one of the boxes that I bought recently specifically for TTM cards. So that box, and actually this one as well, 1993 Game Day from Fleer. And just because I thought these cards would look awesome with ink, and I think Mr. Lohmiller would agree. These look awesome. So there's a 2 of 2 from the former kicker slash, I think I called him a punter at first, but the former kicker from the Washington Redskins, now the Commanders. There we go. What a way to kick us off. Let's get to return number 2. We've got 7 big ones. And our second return came back on the 21st. This one's coming to us from Tampa, Florida. As always, guys, a quick reminder to stick around all the way to the end of the video where I'm going to do a recap and talk about all our favorite cards from the week. What do we have up next? We've got Hall of Famer Tony Dungy with a 1 of 1. Very cool. So I had him sign this 1979 Topps Team Leaders card. Signed it here in blue. You can see we also have Franco Harris on the card, LC Greenwood, and Larry Anderson. So I'm going to definitely look at trying to get some of those autographs on here as well. You can see the back of the card was a little marked up, but that's totally fine. I only wanted the front of it signed. I don't really care about the back, and I'm not looking to sell it. So that's a 1 of 1 from a guy who had a fantastic career as a player for the Steelers, and then parlayed that into a pretty awesome coaching career, which ended in him winning a Super Bowl as coach of the Indianapolis Colts. And he now does some analyst work and does a great job at that. So there we go, 1 of 1 from the Hall of Famer Tony Dungy. Let's get to return number 3. And our third return of the day, got this back on the 22nd, coming to us from Nova. Not sure what that means. Probably got cut off. Who do we have? We've got another football player, and we've got former Redskin Brian Mitchell. Wow. Okay, so let's start off with the 94 Collector's Choice. We just talked about why I sent these cards off. This one turned out awesome as well. We'll take a look at the back here. You can see this is his 5th year card. Looks like he's primarily used as a kick returner, and was a running back as well. And then we have Pinnacle, which always looks great with ink. Here's the Pinnacle. A little bit tough to see the beginning of the signature, but turned out great. And this is 1991 Pinnacle for your reference out there if anybody else wants to track these down and try and get them autographed. There we go. So a 2 of 2 from Brian Mitchell, former Washington Redskin, again now called the Commanders. We've had all 3 footballs so far. There's no way we're getting all 7 football returns today. Let's see what we have for number 4. And our 4th return came back on the 22nd from Atlanta, Georgia. Looks like we've got base. No, we've got basketball. We've got Danny Ferry. Oh, wow. 4-card return from Danny Ferry. So let's get to it here. I'm going to start with the 1990-91 Skybox. I believe this is technically his rookie card because he played in Italy in 89-90. So there you go. Danny Ferry signed right across the middle of the card there. Very nice. Here is 93-94 NBA Jam Session. Also turned out really nice. I think he signed it this way. It's hard to tell. Yeah, definitely that way. So that's our second 93-94 NBA Jam Session. If you're new to the channel, I love Topps Finest, one of my favorite sets to get autographed. Here's his 93-94 Finest. I will need to send to him one more time and get his refractor signed if possible. So now that I've got a confirmed return from him, I will add him to my list and try to get him one more time. And then here's old trusty 91-92 Skybox. If you are new to TTM and you had to buy one box of cards that you wanted to start getting autographed for basketball, I would probably tell you Skybox 91-92 would be the way to go. So there we go, a 404, and perfect timing with it being NCAA season. He was a great college player. And yeah, a 404 from Danny Ferry. Let's get to return number 5. And our 5th return came back on the 23rd. We got this back from the Metroplex in Michigan. And who do we have inside? Former NFL quarterback Mark Brunell. Ferry, I don't remember how many I sent him. I did send him 2. Here we go. Let's start with Leaf Certified. Signed very nicely here in a thin blue Sharpie. The left-handed quarterback had a very nice career. Played several years in the NFL. I would say, off the top of my head, I don't know how many years. I would say over a decade for sure. He had a bunch of stops along the way, but was most productive for the Jacksonville Jaguars. So there we go. That is 99 Leaf Certified. And then here is another 99 Leaf Certified Red. And it's a certified gold team insert. So there we go. Trying to keep myself out of the picture here because this one's got a nice reflection on it. And it's not serial numbered, but very cool card. He does charge a fee. I think it's just $5. He just wants a couple dollars to sign a couple autographs for the fans. Not a big deal. He's a great signer. The signatures actually look really cool. So I've sent to him twice now. I'm probably going to leave him alone in case, unless I come across a refractor insert that I just have to get an autograph from him. This will be my last time sending off to Mr. Brunell. But there we go, a 2 of 2 from the former left-handed quarterback. Let's get to return number 6. We have 2 more. All right, our 6th return came back on the 23rd from Austin, Texas. I have an extra stamp on here, which generally means, guys, this card cost a little bit of money to get autographed. So this should be a good one. Oh wait, that's not the extra stamp. This is a holiday stamp. I stand corrected. Let's see who we have inside. We've got former Houston Rocket Dave Jamerson. I think I sent him 4 cards, but let's double check to be sure. Nope, just a 3-card return. Let's start with 1991-92 Skybox. Never fails. Signed in a real thin blue Sharpie here, which looks great. Really like that signature. You could see, didn't have the biggest numbers in college or in the pros. This was his 2nd year card, Would have been a rookie in 90-91. Here is 91-92 NBA Hoops. I take that back. Not a thin Sharpie. This is a black pen. Probably a ballpoint pen. There we go. Let's look at some of the college numbers here for Mr. Jamerson. He had a heck of a senior year at Ohio University. Put up 31.2 points a game. Very nice. And then here he is guarding Magic Johnson. He signed it on the side of the card. They're a little different, but that way it actually shows up, which is great. I appreciate him trying to find the best spot to sign. So there we go. Guarding one of the GOATs, Magic Johnson, Dave Jamerson, with a 3 of 3 return. There we have it. Now let's get to our 7th and final return of the day. All right, guys, 7th and final return. Got this back on the 23rd. It says, do not bend. There is the extra stamp. So not a false alarm this time. This one is an extra stamp and did cost extra money. Who do we have inside? Let's take a look. Oh, no way. Adam Thielen with a return. Wow. So it looks like he signed one of the cards I sent him, which is awesome. He sent me one of his own. So I had sent him some cards of my own. We'll just put those off to the side. But he sent me one of his from Panini autographed. And this is not a preprint. You can definitely see the black ink on here. There we go. I love it. So 2023 player card, Adam Thielen. I'm sure if they get enough of these, they can make a phone call and just say, hey, can you print me some cards? I'd like to just get these signed and autographed to send off to fans. So have this Vikings card sent back to me, which I think is awesome. But here we go. He did write back, Adam can't sign your cards, but enclosed is one for you, Adam 8th. So yeah, it looks like he, wherever I sent these off to, might have been, his house, or, could be off to his agent. He's not able to sign probably Panini cards anymore. That could be due to the new deal with Fanatics. So could be more in when we look into that stuff. I might have gotten lucky last week, or 2 weeks ago, with my Amon Ross St. Brown autographs that I got back. So what I would tell you guys is hustle and get those cards out now, because it might get harder for these guys to sign over the next couple months. But there we go. I'll just call it a 1 of 4 return from Adam Thielen. And thank you very much to him. Let's get to our video recap. All right, guys, first off, I want to thank everybody for hitting play on today's video and checking out the latest through the mail autograph return. I will be back next week with all new returns, so be on the lookout for that video to drop. But let's go ahead and get to our recap here. I decided to go with the collector's choice for Chip Lohmiller. I went with the, I just had the 101 for Tony Dungy. I did go with the collector's choice also for Brian Mitchell. I went with the 1990-91 rookie card for Danny Ferry from Skybox. I thought the autograph on this one actually looked the cleanest out of all of them. I went with the Leaf Certified Red Gold card for Mark Brunell, the 91-92 Skybox for Dave Jamerson, and then I just had the 1 of 4 technically return from Adam Thielen. So thank you again to all 7 of the athletes that signed for us this week. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the videos that I'm putting out, and I'm looking forward to going through all new returns with you next week right here on the channel. Thanks for checking it out, and we'll see you on the next one.